Hello YouTube, it's time to play another Doom Snapmap. I've got a subscriber recommended map here. This is Argent Mines by ShadesMaster. Map description reads, Zilla's SS6 Snapshot Challenge brings us to a custom geo labyrinth of caves, girders and stuff, Justin and Liz in Mine 2. Now, before I dive into this, I'm going to sort of describe what the Snapshot Challenge is all about, and I guess make a quick pitch for anybody who's not really aware of what this whole Snapshot Challenge thing is all about. So basically, there's this YouTuber named Zilla who, he plays a lot of Doom Snapmap, and one thing he likes to do for fun is to put out these what's called Snapshot Challenges, where every couple of weeks he determines a theme. For example, this theme here that is the SS6 map, this is going to be the theme of atmosphere. So basically, he puts out this theme, and then everybody who wants to make a map that sort of fits that theme, they have, a week or two to build a map that has that theme in mind, and then they publish it with the hashtag of whatever iteration of the Snapshot Challenge is. This happens to be the 6th one, so it's, you hashtag it SS6, right? And the rules are, can't be any more than 3 modules. It can't be any longer than 10 minutes. And it has to pertain to the theme of whatever the theme happens to be. So the theme that was picked for this map was atmosphere. Now I'm putting that out there because and this is open to anybody. So if anybody watching this video thinks that, they'd be interested in making maps for these sort of Snapshot Challenge, because they're just fun, quick little maps. They don't take very long to make, but it is a good way to, just start doing some snap map, because, I really love making snap maps, but sometimes I like actually building snap maps, but it's hard to do it when I don't have a theme in mind. So, when you're in between, projects, it's nice to have just a little thing you can build just to sort of keep your hands busy. And that's what this Snapshot Challenge is all about for me. It's just having the fun of sort of just building a little thing to keep yourself occupied and to enjoy using the snap map tools. And then what'll happen next is, after, it's usually on a Friday, is when everybody's had a chance to submit their Snapshot Challenge maps, Z-Man he'll just go down the line and he'll play all of the maps that were posted to the Snapshot Challenge, and it's just sort of a fun thing to do. So I apologize for that long explanation of what the Snapshot Challenge is all about, but I really want to extend that out to anybody who's sort of wondering what is all this Snapshot Challenge I keep hearing about, and also to just sort of extend the offer. Anybody who wants to participate is open to participate, so feel free to get in touch with Z-Manzilla if you want to know more about what the current themes are and when you can get those maps in. And without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and play this map by ShadesMaster. This is Argent Mines. Let's go ahead and check it out. Alright, here we go. Argent Mines. Start out in a cave. Ah. Oh, cool. Little classic Doom music. I'm digging the cave setting here. Oh. Wow. Combat. Right off the bat. I think I'll just... Oh, I can't access that yet. Well, I guess we'll take a second to check out this room. So far, I dig the custom geo. There's some interesting geo going on in here. Uh-oh, looks like there's something on the other side of the wall. Oh boy, a whole horde of dudes. And I'm missing a grenade. I'm not too happy about that. I missed my grenades. Oh, dang it. wasn't letting me glory kill him. Oh, and I'm stuck against the wall. Not good. Ugh. But at least there's a glory kill pickup. Looks like health. Oh, and there went the door. Oh, okay, the door keeps coming back. It must be an automatic door. Okay, I just have my shotgun. Whoa. Oh, there's a guy over here now. Huh. I kind of wish these doors would open once I sort of got close to them instead of actually having to walk through the door before it'll open. Just because it makes it kind of harder to see the enemies on the other side. Oh, I dig this. Listen to that. It's like the sound of like a mining cart, you know. This is pretty cool. I dig the little tracks. Although there's no actual rails on these tracks. That seems like it'd be kind of an important detail if you're going to have a cart or a train on it. But still really cool. I definitely dig the sound. And I can't interact with these, but I guess these are the Argent. I love it. It's pretty cool. Now, I'm going to make sure, I'm going to just double check real quick and see if I can't actually interact with anything in here. Now that the commotion has died down. Okay. No. Got a couple of power cell receptacles. Can't use those quite yet. And some planter beds. Okay. Alrighty. Let's press forward. Oh, armor. Oh, here's one power core. And the obligatory enemy that spawns behind you. This guy's got a lot of health. Okay, there we go. Anything else back here for me? Nope. That's pretty much it. Okay. Just want to make sure I don't pass up any secrets. I know ShadesMaster is no stranger to putting secrets in his map, so definitely don't want to miss out on any of those. So let's go ahead and get the first power core in there. Alrighty. I don't think that actually did anything. No. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to hunt around for another power core. So let's look out here. It's some green ooze out there, and a cool looking bridge. Looks like something he lifted over from his sandy crater map, but it is cool nonetheless. Okay. Oh. Uh-oh. It's a cave-in! Oh no, the thing closed behind me. There's no turning back now. Oh boy. Oh, nope, there he goes. Oh, and there's the second power cell. Got it. Oh boy. take out that cacodemon. Gotcha. Now I'm gonna pull your eye out. Okay. Oh, there's still a guy alive down there. Oh, did I get him? Okay, I got him. Alrighty, so... Can I get this? No? I wonder what that does. There must be a way to open up this force field. I bet there's a switch down there in the ooze somewhere. Oh wait, there it is right there. Radiation suit accessible. Oh dear. There we go. Oh, this must be the radiation suit. Oh, yay, I got a secret. Now that I got the radiation suit, I can wander around down here. Alright, charged burst mod. I love shotgun mods. They're just the best. Now let me really take a close look at this area since I got, oh, armor. That kind of blended into the wall actually. But since I got my radiation suit, there's no need to rush. We're gonna take a nice thorough look at what might be down here. And I think that's about it. Okay. Cool, cool. So, I'm gonna go ahead and take that power core back. If I can go back this way. Oh, yep, that big slab of rock that blocked me in earlier just disappeared, so I'm free to return back to this area. Oh, surprisingly there are no enemies. Okay. That makes my job easier. Uh-oh, Sludge Lord. There's a guy. Let's give him the old plasma rifle. Yep, out of ammo for that. Switch to the minigun. Uh-oh, we got more company here. Ugh, the security guys. These guys are a pain. Especially since I don't have any weapons that can effectively get through their shield. You want to use things that explode with these guys. Heck, even the modification for the plasma rifle would have been useful there. But not doing me any favors with the weapons, I guess. Unload into this guy. Oh dear. There we go. Oh, dang. Oh. I'm up here now. Wow. Oh, geez. I think that guy might have had his damage turned up. What happened to the, oh, is the Hell Knight gone? I don't remember killing him, but I guess he's dead. Huh. Get him, get him. Sludge barrier removed. Where'd he go? His corpse just jumped up and disappeared. Okay, can I get into this now? Oh, goody. Alright, so the sludge barrier has been removed. Oh, I see, right here. Oh, and there's the exit. Victory! You've escaped. But not unscathed. I did die a couple times. Okay, so that was Argent Mines by ShadesMaster. Well, I have to say I enjoyed the map. It definitely was in keeping with the parameters of the snapshot challenge. I did notice that there was an atmosphere. I certainly felt like I was underground in some sort of cave system that had a sludge everywhere, and the Argent Mine theme I thought was well done. So I'll say it did satisfy that aspect of the challenge. Also, the time restriction, I'd say probably did come under 10 minutes, minus a lot of my sort of hounding for secrets. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about the things I liked, then the things I didn't. So first of all, let's start out with the things that I liked. Right off the bat, I really like the geo in this map. And ShadesMaster, I think, is probably one of the better people when it comes to doing custom geo. Especially after playing Sandy Crater. I mean, that was probably one of the top 10 custom geo maps in my humble opinion. Just because he does a very good job with decals especially, but also sort of just crafting an interesting looking design. Although this map, you know, I wouldn't put it up there with Sandy Crater or some of his other maps, but the geo was, you know, very nice nonetheless. So I really dug the geo, and that includes like the sort of the way he created the Argent Mine looking part of the caves, as well as the goopy toxic swamp part of it. So the geo was well done. I definitely liked the geo. Another thing I liked was the secrets. There were a couple of secrets in this map, specifically the radiation suit, which I was able to grab, and then that allowed me to go down into the toxic goo and get the weapon mod that was down there. Another thing I liked was the minecart sounds. Now, there was a part in the actual Argent Mine area where there were these tracks on the ground, and when you're in that room, you could hear the, you know, the sound of like these mine carts sort of going down tracks. And that was the biggest thing for me as far as selling the atmosphere of this map. That whole creating that sound, that was very important for me. And I think that's the thing that stands out the most to me. That's probably the most memorable thing about this map, is just that cool sort of how he got that sound effect. I really dug that, the whole minecart thing. That was really well done. Another thing I liked about the map was there's a sequence once you've put one of the power cores in the receptacle and you're going to the toxic goo sort of area of the Argent Mines, is that the ground starts to sort of shake, and dirt starts falling down off the ceiling as like a dust cloud, and then like when you get beyond a certain point, there's like a big block of cave that sort of just falls in behind you. And I thought that was a neat effect and a practical way to sort of seal the player into the next part of the map. But it was pulled off in a way that also added to the atmosphere, the whole cave-in thing. But it also was kind of just a neat little way to go about doing that. So I really dug the cave-in. I thought that was interesting. And lastly, I would say fun action, fun combat, fun little map. There's definitely a lot of good action in it, a lot of enemies, some hard enemies, but also some not so hard enemies. So Those were the things I liked about it. Now let's go ahead and get into some of the things I did not like about the map. The first thing I didn't like about the map was the automatic doors. This isn't something I normally complain about, but in this case, I feel like I have to complain about it. So with the automatic doors, my issue was that the doors wouldn't open until I was literally like in the process of walking through the door. And that was an issue because it made it so that I couldn't see what was on the other side of the door until I was like literally walking through the door. And then at that point, you know, I would come out the other side. You know, the door would open once I actually walked into the blocking box of the door. And then I was in the next room, and then there were guys all around me. And it made it difficult because the guys who were in that other room could still shoot at me, but I couldn't see them. And it would have been nice if, with that automatic door, if the author had expanded the box trigger that activates the opening and closing of it, so that it opens when you're just more close to the door, not necessarily in the door itself. So I think that would probably be the best way to go for doing an automatic door type of system, is to just have that, you know, extra wide block. The extra wide box trigger, so that anytime you're near the door, it just stays open, and then anytime you're far away from the door, it closes. Just because it made combat a little bit, you know, more difficult than it needed to be. The fact that the door was closed when it shouldn't have been. Another thing I didn't like about the map was the fact that at no point did I get a grenade. So I mean, unless I just missed it, you know, the grenade pickup is pretty small, so I guess I could have stumbled past it and not noticed, but I certainly didn't get a grenade in this map, and that makes me sad, because I definitely feel like I certainly could have utilized a grenade, and it would have been very fair and appropriate to give the player a grenade in this map, seeing how there are so many enemies, and also so many strong enemies, and also because of those security guys, which I didn't have any other appropriate weapons to really take them out. I didn't have any weapons that were effective against them, so it would have been really helpful to have a grenade. And also, like, I mean, there were just so many times where a grenade just would have came in handy, and I just always... unless there's a real strong reason to not give a player a grenade, I just always like having them, you know. So the lack of a grenade was certainly something I missed. Another thing, well, and that sort of segues into the next issue I had with this map, which was the weapon selection overall. So I felt like that the weapons that the player was given weren't necessarily appropriate for the difficulty of the map. So you had a lot of enemies sort of packed into these small areas, and not a lot of maneuverability. You're talking about tight little areas, small, close quarters combat. Now you do get a shotgun, and you do eventually get a shotgun mod, but the biggest issue I had was with there were so many security demons, and you know, when you're talking about going up against multiple security guys in a tight space, you really do need to be armed with some more appropriate weaponry, specifically explosives, so grenades, rocket launcher, but not necessarily even that. I mean, just if I would have had a plasma rifle with the sort of that charged shot that it does, I forget the name of it, but you know, that would have taken out their shields too. So I felt like I just wasn't given any weapons that were really effective against that type of demon, and not just the security guys specifically, but just sort of generally the level of difficulty of the enemies, given the arena I had to fight in, which was just sort of that, mostly just that small little control room. When you're packing, you know, security guys, Hell Knights, plus that really beefed up Cyber Mancubus, the Sludge Lord, you gotta give me something better than just those basic non-modded weapons for the most part, and no grenade. I mean, I just felt like I was very under-equipped for the demons that I was going to be going up against. So I would say the lack of appropriate weapons, I felt like was a negative. I feel like the author could have given the player maybe better versions of the weapons that he gave, and at least a grenade, just to sort of balance it out. Because I did die. I felt like when the times that I did die, it wasn't necessarily for lack of skill on my part. It was more just that I was in a situation that would have been very difficult to not die in. So the weapon selection sort of rolls into the sort of unbalanced difficulty of the map overall when it comes to going up against those types of demons. So those were all my negatives, and again, these are just my opinions. They're not necessarily facts. This is all just based off of my one experience, you know, so, you know, take it for what it's worth. In fact, take it for, you know, what you paid for it, which is nothing. But those were the things I liked about it and the things I did not. Now, it's time for some favorite, least favorite. My favorite thing about this map, well, I'm tempted to say it's just the geo overall. My favorite thing about this map has to be the minecart sounds. Those track sounds that you hear when you're near the actual Argent seams of the mine. Just so cool. I just, you know, I just didn't even think that those you could make those effects, and I don't know why, but it just that did so much for the atmosphere, and it was just cool. I just loved it. It definitely sold the whole being in a mine aspect of it, to have the minecart sounds. You know, the only thing that was missing, I think, was an actual mine cart somewhere. All you had were the sort of railroad ties with no actual rails on them, which, you know, was kind of funny, but yeah, overall, the minecart sounds, I think, were the most memorable thing for me about this map. My least favorite thing, I'm going to have to say just the inadequate weapons that the player's given, the lack of grenade, just the sort of the underpoweredness of the weapons. I think that for the types of demons that the player was going up against, it would have been nice to have some better equipment. So that was my favorite and least favorite, and my whole review. Overall, Argent Mines, I liked the map. It was a good map. I had fun. It is on the difficult side of things, being as it is, but it's still a good map. I'd recommend it. And stay tuned for the next episode, because I was also requested to play another map by ShadesMaster, his Snapshot 7 map, which I guess is going to be the sequel to Argent Mines. So I'm going to be sort of playing those back to back and checking that out. So thanks for watching, and if you want to, once again, if you want to get in on the Snapshot challenge action and get involved in this, you know, look up Z-Manzilla on YouTube, find out what the topic is, and go ahead and get those maps in. It's a lot of fun. So thanks for watching, and until next time, peace out.